Thank you so much. Those are all of our presentations. So we're so looking forward to welcoming all of our new students here and becoming part of this family. We're so glad you could stay with us for this time together, a little orientation. So you'll come to school experts, know everything about the Academy, and you'll learn as you go. You have these wonderful ambassadors who are here to help you and guide you, and I'm so grateful for them and their time. So before we go, I don't know if there's any final questions or anything else that anybody has to ask.
Sister Kateri, can I just make a comment about the uniforms, please?
Go right ahead.
All right, I did check with Sister Stella Maria. She has not heard anything of a problematic issue with getting uniforms, but oftentimes the items are not always readily available before you get here. So you can still order and have them sent here. And sometimes after the girls actually get here, they're still in the process of ordering. So just bring some nice clothing that is appropriate for school. So if you don't have your full uniform, you can at least be dressed for school, you know, in a nice fashion, and wait until the rest of the uniform items come in if Sister Irene doesn't have what you need that you can purchase from the used uniform closet. Also, I don't know under the circumstances if the representative from Donnelly's is going to come, but oftentimes we have the representative that shows at some point after we start school so that she can do actual sizing. So we can try to get further information about that. And I can specifically send, emails out, or Sister Stella Maria can, once we find out that information, but we haven't, it's not unusual for students. I think, we had several last year that came without all of their uniform items because it was just, near impossible to get them from where they were living to them from here. So just
Great, thank you.
A little bit
Your
of
research.
Just to relieve, that problem with I don't have my uniform. Don't panic. We'll figure out how to get it for you.
Thank you, Nurse Johnson.
You're welcome.
Excellent. And Sister Gabriel, did you just want to share the type of tape or material you thought would be better for them to bring for the dorm?
Oh, yes. To hang anything on your walls, if you get the 3M strips, because when you take those down to move it somewhere else or just to take it down, it's not going to take the paint off the walls. So you can hang whatever you want on there. Just please use the 3M strips. Don't use tape, no tacks, no staples, no nothing. But those work the best, the 3M strips.
Great,
So that
thank
would be
you,
good.
Sister.
All right, thank you.
That's great. Wonderful. Any final questions? It's so good to see you all. Yasmin, you have your mute off. Go ahead.
Yeah. I have many questions, but I really need to go now. But before could I do my presentation again?
Do which presentation? Oh, you want to introduce yourself again?
Myself.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I want to but I did theater 3 years, and I love dance, but the most different dance that I learned was belly dance. And my favorite subject is science and history.
Excellent. Sister Alpha is happy. Another science person. Thank you for adding that. Wonderful.
Hi.
We look forward to seeing you all in person, not just through a virtual screen, but we hope you have a wonderful, safe rest of your summer. Please stay safe and well. And ambassadors, thank you for your great work. We keep you all in prayer and look forward to when you're all here together as one family. So, but we'll keep you in prayer until then, okay?
Harry,
Yes.
I just have one more question, sorry. Since Nada mentioned we're traveling from Poland to New York in 2 weeks. We're gonna stay with family, but when do we exactly come to the school? Which day is that?
August 19th. August 19th will be the day.
To move in. Okay.
Yes. Yep. That'll be great. So we'll see you then. Have safe travels. And we'll pray for all of your travels and stay safe, stay well. And we'll keep in touch until then, okay? All right. Oh, we have a question. Hi, Clara. Yes. Mhm.
I was reading the email saying that it is required to have the COVID-19 test
Yes.
right before they go.
Right. So Nurse Johnson, did you have like some dates when they should be getting that?
We need to have a negative test response from the physician by the 17th of August, which means that between the 5th and however long, it depends on where your testing is done as to how long it takes for a response back. So I don't know if you in Chicago can get your test done on the 10th or something like that, and it can be back so that I have the result by the 17th, whatever the timing is, but it's very much recommended that you all within the 14 days prior to coming, stay very much quarantined amongst yourselves. And you know, I know it's going to be hard. The girls are going to want to say goodbye to everybody, but they should really do all of that before the 5th of August so that they have time to quarantine and stay at home for the 2 weeks prior to actually getting here. And I do need to have a test response back to me. They can either email it, fax it, you send it from the physician, you know, to me by the 17th is the date that Mother David has requested, 2 days prior to you coming.
Apparently right now they're not doing any testing unless you have any symptoms. What can I tell them so she can be tested?
Okay, well, the only thing we can suggest is that there is such a variety, and I don't want you to lie to your physician, but if the physician needs a symptom to note, you can tell them, you know, I have a cough, or I'm just really tired, or something, and explain to them that it is required by the school so that they have a diagnosis code to put. They can figure something out if they know that it is a requirement of the school.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, thank you so much, everybody. God bless you all. We'll keep in touch. Someone is questioning. Indeed, yes.
Yeah. So let's say someone can't come back on the 19th. Will they continue with the classes online, or what will happen?
Right. I know that Mother David, when she was just sitting in here, she was just talking about that. We're going to have to figure out something for those who aren't able to get here, either because you're not allowed out of your country or for some other reason. So we're going to have to figure out, you know, if we would do online courses for those students who can't get here, who are trying to get here on time, but due to governmental issues or something like that, it wasn't your fault. So we're going to try to work that out, hopefully, and have an answer for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I just mention, Becca sent a question about wearing masks in school. Definitely between classes. In classes, we're hoping to have you spread out enough that you won't necessarily have to. But obviously between classes, because it's a lot closer. We're trying to be reasonable about that. And Miss Pat's actually making masks for you girls, blue and gold. So yeah, but where you're going to be in contact with the entire school body, then you'd need a mask. Just lunch would be a little bit hard to eat.
True.
I have a question.
Grace.
Okay, so have y'all figured out what's happening to the beautiful, beautiful 5-day boarders? Like, when are we going back?
Oh, that's true.
I don't do. Sister Raphael, or do you have anything yet?
I'm trying to remember. I thought they came in with the regular crew. Miss Johnson, you know?
I believe everybody is arriving at the same time. I'm not exactly sure what the weekend schedule is supposed to be regarding them going home, etc. You know, if she stays in her own space at home and not traveling about, because the travel back and forth and getting involved with other people that we aren't sure if they're clear can be a little touchy. As far as I know, Mother David has not given me another date that everybody who is residing here is to come in for the 19th. Was that your question, Grace? Does that help answer or no?
Kind of. I mean, I just have to milk cows on Saturday because my brother is gone at college, so kind of have to be home on the weekend. So.
All right, well, we'll look into your situation because there is always exceptions to the rules, and we know your family well and know what is expected of you at home as well. So we'll work on you specifically. How's that sound?
Okay, thank you.
And I'll send it. I'll get information, and somebody will get an email out to your folks, either Sister Kateri or myself. We'll get in touch with you.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Somebody asked a question, Grace, I think, regarding masks in the dorm at night. Was that you, Grace, that you asked about? Okay. It still has to be when you're very close together, like common area, that type of thing. Obviously, when you're in your room, you'll be okay to have them off. But I believe when you're still, in the common areas at prayer time, if you're not able to separate, I think that's what the expectation is going to be. Again, we're still, at this time, a month away from school, we're still trying to figure out all the particulars as to how all that's going to go. Unless you hear differently, expect that's when you're in close proximity to somebody and you're not actually trying to eat the food, your masks are going to be on. Like Sister Raphael had said, if we can space everybody out enough in the classrooms, we're going to be able to have you at your desks without your masks. But the minute you start, working with a group or something, the mask has to go on. You still have to be really cautious, and, you have to do the hand washing and the hand sanitizer, and we need to wipe everything down. And it's going to be a situation that we all need to learn and start remembering a whole different scenario of going to school. So we'll keep informing as best we can. Yeah, I see your other question. There's like Miss Pat is the seamstress for the school, for the sisters, and does some things for us for the school. She's actually going to make 2 masks for each of you. You can bring your own from home. I have a difficult time just getting masks, regular masks to have on hand from my provider. So you can bring your own from home, but the blue and gold ones will be used during the day. That way you'll have 2, one that you can wash out at night and have a clean one for the next day. But then you can have your own type, whatever you happen to like to wear at any other time. I don't think this blue and gold are the only ones that'll be allowed during the day. Is that right, Sister? They can wear whatever, but we're going to provide. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. And maybe if the bishop comes, we'll wear the blue and gold.
Right, we'll make sure if the bishop shows up that or any special days, or mass days or whatever. We really are kind of in uniform. It's really just something to try to make everybody feel, more together as a family. But definitely bring some of your own masks with you, because you will need some when you're washing them, and etc.
Are we following?
I'm sorry?
I was just going to ask, are we doing our own thing? I'm sorry, Camila. Are we doing our own thing, or are we following after what Lamont is basically suggesting? Like, is it mandatory that we follow what he's saying, or no?
There are certain things that we have to do that is mandated by the state, but then the school can have its own policies as well. So however it works best for us, we will do, and hopefully everybody just stays healthy, because, we don't really want y'all to be confined and all of that, but we really need to, this is not a fun situation if any of you get sick, especially with the fact that we're attached to the Mother House, which is a real concern of mine, and I know all the sisters as well, that if one of them that's working with all of you girls were to get sick and take it back next door to the mother house, that could be devastating for many of the elderly sisters over there. So we just really have to be diligent about what is expected of us as far as washing our hands and using hand sanitizer, and, you know, don't touch your face. And if you blow your nose, make sure you wash your hand. I mean, it's a lot of common sense, but clearly a lot of common sense sometimes is overlooked, and it's just mostly reminders that we have to do. Does that help you, Sarah?
Yes.
There is hand sanitizer about the school. There are containers on the walls, Grace. I have hand sanitizer on my desk. It will be up to the teachers to decide if they're providing a hand sanitizer. Usually they all have tissues. There should, you know, I would hope that they will provide a hand sanitizer on their desk. You all certainly can have a little, a pocket one with you that you can use your own, because I know some, you know, I would prefer, if possible, not to have anything that are strongly scented, because we do have several students that have reactions to strong scents. It gives them headaches and things like that. So, but you can bring your own hand sanitizer with you. Obviously, if you're coming by plane, there's something, you know, it has to be tucked away in your bag that's checked. But you certainly are able to have your own personal on you as well to make sure that you have it. Okay, anything else you need from me? You good? More questions? If anybody has other questions, just send me an email. I'll be happy to answer you. No problem.
Okay, so I think we're good to go, everybody. Oh, wait, Camila. Oh, hello.
About sports, are we gonna have teams this year?
That is a great question. Are we gonna have teams this year?
Can I answer one part of it?
Yes.
At the moment, we're not planning on soccer. We can't do not soccer, no. But Mr. Roberts is planning on basketball and softball. Yeah, I'm glad to see the smiles. Yes, we want softball this year, but we're not able to do soccer. So you all want to
okay, but
I'll go for drama.
But if we play sports, do we have to wear masks for the games?
We're not there yet, cutie.
Yes.
I guess they don't know yet.
That's one of those things that was yet to be determined as to how that's going to be handled.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I know concerning PE, I'll have to talk with you separately also, Cheryl, okay? Regarding the mask use and everything too, just to make sure the kids will know ahead of time. But they'll have them with them, right? So if they'll be able to follow according.
Yes,
right?
They should have their masks on them all the time.
Yeah. So if we need to, okay. Yeah, we'll have to address that separately though. All right, thank you.
Duct tape would give them a skin tear, sister. That would not be good.
Say what?
I suggested duct tape.
Okay.
All right. In the lab we get
all right. On that note, we'll send you.
I just want to give some perspective. Sorry, I know we're like running out of time. But here in Europe, like we've already curbed the virus, and you know we're not like everything's kind of almost back to normal and opened up. So just hang in there, guys. That's all I want to say.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, a lot of hope out there. So we'll keep hoping and praying. This will all end sometime. We keep trusting in God. Thank you so much for that. All right. God bless you all. Thanks again for a wonderful time together. We'll see you soon.